What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the truth behind WWE's booking of Braun Breaker. WWE fans are upset with teasers. What really happened to a returning star? Did LA Knight go off script? AJ Lee breaks a silence. Prayers for a WWE wrestling legend. The truth behind WWE's non-compete clause, and much more. Now, as always, we're not going to recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good. As number one, CM Punk is a promo master. A role opened up with a promo exchange between CM Punk and Jey Uso. And to say that Punk carried the segment would be an understatement. Punk's promo work was stellar as always. And whilst Jey's promo work wasn't bad, he struggled to match Punk's energy and aura. Number two, Nikki puts over Roxanne, and Nikki Bella returned to the ring on Raw. And she had no issue in putting over Roxanne Perez. The two had a solid match, and Bella made Perez look like a future world champion. It's now believed that WWE are moving forward with a feud between Nikki and Stephanie Becker versus the Judgment Day. And it's been rumored that a heel turn for Nikki is on the horizon. At number three, the women's main event. Now, it was welcome to see the women's division main event Raw last night. The show would be main evented by Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the women's tag titles. The match was tremendous as expected, and after the match, the Kabuki Warriors made their intentions clear. They are coming for the women's tag titles. WWE delivering these types of matches in the main event of Raw and SmackDown is incredibly refreshing. And hopefully the success of the match leads to more major women's matches closing WWE's primary shows. But that was the good. What about the bad? His number one, LA Knight loses. And despite having one of the best TV matches in recent memory versus Braun Breaker, it is kind of disappointing to see LA lose once again. LA Knight remains insanely over with the audience, and they're ready to see him reach the main event scene. The match between LA and Breaker was so solid that some fans are suggesting it should have been on a PLE. It's easy to see why. With that being said, hopefully sooner or later, LA is given the push he so truly deserves. And where was Cody? It was widely reported that WWE champion Cody Rhodes would be on Raw last night. Obviously, that never occurred, and it's unclear why this didn't go down. Additionally, it was reported that Santos Escobar was going to be on the show in an appearance which would mark his return to the company. Frustratingly, this also didn't go down. Plans changed in WWE at a moment's notice, but these are two significant appearances that somehow didn't materialize. There was nothing on the show that was downright ugly this week. The show did a solid job advancing the main stories ahead of Saturday night's main event, and most of the in-ring action was excellent. The Raw product is still vastly superior to the SmackDown product, as every week it feels like the Raw product is just put together with a concise creative direction in mind. And unfortunately, that can't be said about the blue brand. What did you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now, first story looks at the truth behind WWE's booking of Braun Breaker. Now, our top story today takes a look at WWE's call to omit Braun Breaker from the Battle Royal last week on Raw, and the real reason why WWE decided to go down this route. WWE's decision to leave Breaker out of the number one contenders Battle Royal led to a lot of justified criticism. Brea made a clear statement by turning on Seth Rollins, and the visual of him leaving with the world title was the talk of the wrestling world. Ultimately, WWE decided to have Raw general manager Adam Pearce leave both members of the division out of the Battle Royal, which made little sense as this annihilated a lot of Breaker's positive momentum. But at last, we now have the real reason why as to why this booking decision was made. And according to WrestleVotes, WWE were concerned that both Breaker and Bronson Reed would be receiving babyface reactions if they were placed in the Battle Royal. There has been internal concern that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed would receive babyface fan reactions following their turn on Seth Rollins, which played into the decision to exclude them from the Battle Royal on Raw last week. Whilst this is somewhat understandable, WWE were urged to strike whilst the iron was hot, and some even suggest that Breaker was more than ready to win the world title. Next up, WWE fans are upset with the recent teasers. The WWE fans were delighted when they were actively teasing a mysterious wrestler on their social media pages at the weekend. This is the type of hype that the WWE product badly needed. However, it later surfaced thanks to a report from PW Insider that the promos were going to act as a WrestleMania 42 promo video. This has led to major upset from the fan base as fans feel misled, and some are questioning why a WrestleMania promo ad needs building up. It has been all but confirmed that the vignettes are indeed WrestleMania related, as the most recent teaser shows a poker chip with the year 2026 6 on it. A clear indication that this is going to be WrestleMania 42, as it's being held in Las Vegas, the casino capital of the world. It is incredibly disappointing, and it's definitely reasonable that fans are angry about this. Next up, what really happened to what are returning staff? Now, as we mentioned in the bad, there were reports that Santos Escobar, who recently resigned with WWE, was going to appear on this week's edition of Raw. However, it appears that Santos was at Raw, but he wasn't used. According to PW Insider, Santos Escobar was reportedly backstage at WWE Raw in Anaheim, California last night, despite not appearing on TV. This is quite the irony, as Santos left last time because of his booking. Now that they have him, they're still not using him. Next up, did LA Knight go off script? LA Knight impressed yet again on Raw this week with a tremendous TV matchup versus Braun Breaker. Despite losing the match, LA showed yet again that he's an absolute star, and he can truly bring it in big-time matches. Interestingly, there is speculation the former WWE US champion went off script during his entrance last night on the show. As LA Knight made his entrance, he picked up a sign from the crowd that stated, "We want LA Knight, not Jey Uso." Upon doing this, WWE's production crew immediately placed LA's name card over the sign, thus suggesting that this wasn't planned and LA Knight went off script. It wouldn't come as too much of a surprise to see WWE turn this into an angle. LA Knight is perhaps more over than he's ever been. And if it's presented as if WWE management is purposely holding him back, this is going to make fans root for him even more. Next up, Nikki Bella was trending worldwide. Nikki Bella had an absolutely stellar match with Roxanne Perez last night, giving Perez one of her biggest wins to date. However, Nikki was definitely the talk of social media last night, as her name was trending worldwide in sports. Now, this definitely had something to do with Nikki's new ring attire on Raw. It puts into perspective just how popular Nikki Bella is in the women's division still today. Next up, AJ Lee breaks her silence. AJ Lee has finally broken her silence after a fake Facebook account had been teasing a WWE return. AJ took to X yesterday to remind fans that the only social media platforms she uses are X and Instagram. AJ has been off WWE programming since WrestlePalooza. This despite it being reported that AJ signed a full-time WWE contract. The former WWE Divas champion does have a number of pre-booked commitments outside of WWE, so it's possible that she's wrapping them up before returning to the company. There's a ton of unfinished business between AJ and Becky Lynch, and some are speculating that AJ is going to return to cost Lynch the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine DRI. Next up, WWE high on this star, and Dragon Lee has been a regular fixture on TV over the past few months. And last week on Raw, he won the WWE Tag Team titles with the legendary AJ Styles. According to PW Insider, Lee has received rave reviews for his work over the weekend in AAA, and there is urgency in the company to resign him to a new contract. We're told that Dragon Lee was getting raves for his performances versus Dominic Mysterio over the weekend at AAA Heroes Immortalis. We are told that there are some in the company who have already brought up that they need to lock Lee up for a new deal before his current one expires next year. Lee has indeed been impressive on TV recently, and it's about time that WWE changed their approach to contracts and ceased delivering contract negotiations at the very last moment. Next up, did The Rock's movie bomb? The Rock's movie, The Smashing Machine, is still in theaters worldwide, and the latest box office figures aren't pleasant for the final boss. According to PW Insider, the film is currently grossed just under $20 million worldwide. The film has made $11,325,164 domestically, as well as an additional $8,163,474 internationally, for a worldwide take of $9,688,638. Now, seeing as a final budget for the movie was around $50 million, the movie is a certified flop. The movie will be available on VOD as of next month, but even this will do very little to make the film profitable or even break even. Now, The Rock has already addressed the box office results during the opening weekend. And whilst disappointing, the movie is still being rumored for an Oscar nomination. Next up, a new WWE character pitch. Now, Amos has pitched a rather exciting new character that would see him take inspiration from the APA. Speaking to TMC, the former tag team champion stated that he wanted to start the OPA, which sees him in essence turn into a man for hire within WWE. I have what I call the OPA, the Almost Protection Agency. My services are available to everyone, not just Becky Lynch. But if she needs my services, like I said, just hit up my line and I'll be there fair and square. We talk business and I'll handle the work for you. Simple and clean. This could be such an exciting concept, and there's no reason why WWE couldn't give this type of character a shot. Although he's been off TV on the main roster for what feels like an eternity, we know thanks to media appearances just how charismatic and likable Omos is. So WWE should commit to giving him something substantial to do. Next up, final Saturday night's main event card set. Now this weekend, WWE will present Saturday night's main event. And after last night's Raw, we appear to know the final card. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. Jey Uso versus CM Punk for the vacant world title. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's title. And Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev for the IC championship. Now, it's pretty cool that every match on the card is a title match. But since this is in essence a TV special on Peacock, it's expected to run for around 2 hours. So it's likely that any additional matches are added to the card. Next up, prayers for WWE Wrestling Legend, as some unfortunate news to share relating to a wrestling legend. While speaking to Bill A., Barry Windham revealed that the legendary Mike Rotunda, aka IRS, is currently in hospice care. It's kind of tough right now. You know, Mike is in hospice right now. Mike Rotunda, we're talking about that family. I love that family, but it's just so tragic. It's been a great ride, and I'd like for you to all pray for Mike. A Retender is a WWE Hall of Famer, and of course is the father of current WWE star Bo Dallas and WWE icon Bray Wyatt. We want to extend our prayers and well wishes to the Rada family. And finally, the truth behind the WWE non-compete. Our final story today takes a look at the latest when it comes to Samantha Irvin and a rather unique non-compete clause. Last week, Irvin revealed that a non-compete clause for WWE is a substantial 2 whole years. Not much was known about why exactly this was the case, but thankfully, a recent Fightful Select Q&A has explained the reason in great detail. Because she opted to leave the company during a deal, she had made it pretty clear to WWE she wanted to move on from ring announcing. But they offered her a big raise to stay in early 2024 to stay through WrestleMania. She took the bump in pay with a lengthy non-compete attached to it. Shortly after the new deal started, they started having her do more of the ring announcing, started to put a camera in the corner specifically to catch her reactions. There's a lot more to her departure, I'm sure she'll get into, but she got a new deal with a big pay increase. The names, such as Irvin and Andrade, have been urged to challenge WWE in a court of law, but as names such as Eric Bischoff have pointed out, this will be an expensive battle that may not be worth it in the long run.